Hello everyone, welcome to X's and O's with LeRoy Butler, and we're going to go over a couple of things, and hopefully you're going to be able to tell us why the Packers run game, all the deception, fake handoffs, motion, pulling linemen, why that worked so much. So we'll start right away with a play early in the game. So we got Malik Willis here in shotgun. And we got Josh Jacobs, but then we have number 11 right here. Okay, so what's the advantage of having him in the backfield?
Well, you don't know if it's a pass or a run, because they threw it to him against Philly, and they also ran the ball against Philly. So these guys are stacked in the box, and then they try to look at the splits. Look at the splits of the wide receivers. So they're in tight. The tight end is off. And here, the Packers want you to think pass and run looks the same. And now, if they start to really look at the lineman, if it were me, I would guess that he's pulling because he's leaning back, his weight is back. He's in a passer stance here, Zach Tom, and so 63. But again, why is 11 back there? Because he's not a lead blocker.
Right.
So the deception of it is, you got to have somebody off the ball or moving at all times. When you don't move, that means somebody may be pulling.
Yes.
And it seemed to confuse these guys.
Yeah.
And I think that's the good thing about it, is if these guys get a false step or get confused, one step, you're going to get the run that you want.
I think, and another advantage is by having Jayden Reed in the game, you got to go with a nickel because you got to treat him as a wide receiver.
Great point. Yes, absolutely.
So instead of this being, a big linebacker playing the run, you got a slot corner. In there. Now he's there in case Jayden Reed goes out for a pass, but get him in the run game, and that's a victory, right?
Yeah, because it's easy to block, and plus he got to get through all the trash to get to him.
Right.
So the next play, you can see now the hardest block is Josh Myers, assuming he didn't throw up on this play. But that's a hard block for him. Because if he don't get this block, it's messed up.
Right.
But if you're this guy or this guy, you're thinking, 11 is coming this way. And this guy stops his rush because he's also worried about Jayden Reed.
Yeah.
So if he just hands it to Reed, one block, okay, we can make this play. But then you get Watson coming out to block him. So that's what they're thinking. This double team is truly amazing. Now, you got two people pulling. You got 74 and you got 85. But so that block is crucial, Tom. If you don't get this block, then this guy's gonna blow it up.
Yeah.
And then another thing is, JJ has to be patient. Let this fake happen. Sometimes backs come too quick, they either run into each other or you kind of give it away.
Yeah.
So you have to pause to make sure the timing is correct.
Yeah, spoiler here, he is going to flip and give the ball to Jacobs.
Yes.
Right here. Now, he's just got to kind of stand there and wait till Willis turns it, but he's giving a little motion to make everybody think that he's doing something.
Yeah.
Later, and this is according to LaFleur, the Colts started telling this guy, don't honor the end around.
Yes.
Just get in here and start playing against the run.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of helped them, defend the run. But if Tennessee starts doing that, they better have something for that, right?
And here's another thing you do. They do the same action. Everything the same. Watson come in here like he's blocking, fake block it, and he runs a corner route. Because this guy steps up.
Sure.
It's a home run.
Right.
That's the good thing about this offense. They run their stuff. And then the next play, you can see how, okay, now it's really developing.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh, I don't know if that's holding or not, but I think that's a hard
Depends
block.
whether he lets go or not.
Yeah, but now everything, and you can see you need 45 is just check out. Just look that way. That's all you need. You need him to slow down. And of course, you got two guys occupied. Here, that double team is imperative. And now 85 can come through here, get the kick out block, and big run.
Right. He's got, so if this guy closes in on him, he just follows 85 too, right? Right into the hole.
If this guy blows up, I think Malik will pull it.
He could do that too.
He can pull it, and he can play the option with Jayden Reed, big pitchman. See, there it is. That's nice. That's nice. Coming up, you got a double team. Coming in, search out whatever white.
Probably this linebacker here.
Yep.
Or if this guy comes crashing in, right?
Yeah, and see, look, he could pull that. They could still run that option.
Yeah.
See, I like that.
So that's another thing they could do off
It's amazing he learned all this in 3 weeks. And look, he's still ready. He can still have the ball. Same fake and throw it to Watson.
Yeah.
But he's going out carrying his fake out. Look at these guys like, oh, that's a big play.
Yeah.
Look at that hole.
Block. Great block there. Then you got Zach Tom coming off a double team block, and he's going to try to block somebody else.
Yes.
So, yep. So that's
pretty good stuff, man.
Yeah. Now let's
good.
Look at another option out of this, and this is one of the few times that Malik Willis ran the ball.
Yes.
Like it was a designed run, and I think they may have to do more of these. Like we were just saying, if teams are going to crash down on you, then fake it and run. So we start here.
Yeah, you look at the splits. So the splits, I remember some people used to say they don't like short splits because it brings so many people in the box. I love it. Because the one thing about it, these guys will block, but you got to give the illusion that it's a run, play, action. If you're always out wide, it gives the defense more space to run through those gaps. But here, they're going to close it all off. But you still got Walker up as if it's pass, which is what we call an influence. Defense, we call that just an influence. But you got to make sure these guys, not the tight end, remember he was off the ball, now he's on the ball. But you still got this weapon, man. 11 is a weapon. You could just see people pointing to him to watch him because he's off the ball, meaning any time he can come around.
And this is what he's going to do.
Yes.
He was right here.
Yep.
Now he's coming here.
Yep.
Okay. Why is he doing this? Coming here and then he's going to come back.
Just to see if it's man. But when the guy, they never even looked at him. So we're just, Malik, it's a zone.
Okay.
So we may have the numbers to this side because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on this side. They only got 4.
Right.
So we can do whatever we want this way. And it seemed to work out.
Okay.
So that's a great double team there.
Right.
Got a good double team
you got
there.
2 guys pulling, which they don't do all that often. And the fake to Jacobs. Now, what does that do to these linebackers?
Well, you just want them to take bad steps. See, that's bad. He took a bad step. Because you can do this, come with this double team and come off on him. And the pull guy, they can block first color. And the reason he probably pulled it is that guy's coming there anyway, he would have tackled him for a loss.
Okay.
So he did the right thing in pulling it. At that point, and you got another guy here waiting. But over here, everything seemed to be sealed off. The kick out guy can get him, and you can pick your hole, and you'll see it on the next play. See now, you could just stay with him. Stay with your guy. He took his false step. So just follow Walker right in here. Or you're saying, hey, man, that's a big hole right there. But this guy is, before he starts to run, he's still got a wide stance. He got his closest stance. So you figure I can beat him to the punch there.
Yeah. And look, 90, who Myers had to block, is chasing Jacobs.
That's what I'm saying. He thought Jacobs had the ball. So that was a good pull by him.
Yeah.
If you feel that pressure, pull it and try to get something out of it.
I would recommend, if you're Willis, to follow this block as long as you can. That it might mean you have to slow down, and run right into his back or push him and tell him to keep going. But it's always good to follow linemen, and he kind of loses them here. he's lateral with them. If he had stayed behind and told him, go, 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 I think he would have had a really nice run this way.
Yeah, because this guy's feet are too close, and he lost his helmet.
Yep.
So just pushing him this way. But he took a play that was going to be bad by Jacobs, maybe losing 5 yards because that guy would have tackled him. But he made anything out of it as a plus.
Yeah,
so that was great by him.
The down part that will be corrected is that he came here, then he was like, oh, he saw this guy, then he came back around. So just follow that guy right into the hole, and you got yourself a nice
exactly.
guy. Okay, let's go defense real quick. So we just wanted to show a little bit about Eric Wilson. And he did more than just have an interception. And this was an interesting play. It was 8-man front.
Yeah, they got 3 tight ends and 1 wide receiver.
Right.
And they basically going to run an option play. You got, Jonathan Taylor, I think that's Taylor, and Richardson, because they got the numbers this way. It's almost like an illusion time. They put everybody over here.
Yep,
and 1 wide receiver
on the short side of the field. And so this is the long side of the field, right? So they got all that room.
They got a lot of room, a lot of space. But X is like, well, I think I'll come on down and I'll be the 8-man in the box, which is kind of good in a way, because if he'd have lined up there, I don't know if they'd have kept it on. But being back here, okay, they keep the option on. Now you can have the numbers on the perimeter.
Who are they trying to option?
They're going to option 45. And what they would like him to do is just take off running to the pitch guy. And he would fake it to Jonathan and turn up the quarterback, be one-on-one with the safety. But he plays it amazing. He kind of, what we call string it out. Kind of play the quarterback first, and then once he pitches it, then you just kind of string the play out because you got guys running. And I think that's what's the difference. Oh, that wasn't Jonathan Taylor.
No.
It was the other guy.
I think he's a little too close to Richardson.
That's a good point.
I don't know if that's...
He should be a little bit deeper.
Yeah, to
better
make...
spacing.
Because that would have made Wilson have to make more of a decision. Also, Richardson probably should keep the ball here, but...
He got to fake it. He should fake it and run, and then he'll be one-on-one. But once he's strung it out, now 45, man, he turns and just...
Great transition from
unbelievable speed.
Facing this way to facing this way.
That's why they got him out there, man, because this guy... So you got to... See, look at that. He cut this guy off, man. That's a lot of speed.
And this is what the defense is supposed to do is you force a guy to a certain spot, and you should have
everybody's
4
coming.
or 5 guys around.
So he did a wonderful job, man. You cut that guy off. Now you have to turn back and reroute. And sometimes quarterbacks run up in there and try to block. Sometimes they won't.
Yeah.
But that's a good defense when you can look away from the ball. Look, if you want to see a defense, how many guys are chasing? That's a good defense.
They've really stressed that, and you see that a lot more now where the guy has to turn or whatever, there's 3-4 wave of other guys coming.
Yes, it's very important. So I look for some more improvement, more pressure against Will Levis, because pressure seems to kind of rattle him.
Yeah.
But then also Eric Wilson's interception that we talked about earlier is a big deal.
Okay, great. Anybody want to think before we head out?
Yeah, again, thank Pick and Save /LeRoy Butler for all my recipes. And of course, anywhere you look for podcasts, the Leap 36 podcast with me and Gary Ellison, MilwaukeeWindowGuys.com, the best place to get windows indoors.
All right. We will be back after the Tennessee game.
Yes.
Just to give you more of X's and O's and 5 questions. We'll see you next week.
Go Pack.